What's up?
Well, you remember that? You remember that from like
You
the
remember
old
that
boat?
commercial?
You
That
remember that
WhatsApp commercial?
from the '90s, from the late
Yeah.
'90s, the Budweiser?
Yeah,
What's up?
Budweiser back in the day. All the good commercials.
Hey, Dominic, what's up?
I like the Clydesdales.
The Clydesdale.
What about the Budweiser frogs?
Bud.
They're in third place.
Third place? Damn.
No, third place is pretty good. It's top three.
Which one? Ah, man, we got to get Budweiser to sponsor us so that
Hey,
we'd have a
yes,
reason.
we do.
We'd have a reason to justify one of us going Bud, the other one going Wise, and the other one going in succession. And then that's a free commercial.
Yeah. And then holding up our Bud Light Platinums.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be Bud Light Platinum?
I don't know. I was just throwing that out there.
I like regular Bud Light on occasion. Are you drinking alcohol?
Yeah.
Good. Because it's
Okay.
Wine Wednesday, and I just opened a Chilean red.
It's a mandatory Mandalorian Wednesday as well.
Mhm.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Is there a Chilean fighter that you associate with your Chilean wine?
Is there a Chilean fighter?
That's
Who's your
actually
favorite? Who's your favorite Chilean MMA fighter?
That's kind of why
I don't know one.
I need to look and see if there are any Chilean. Oh, damn it!
Yeah, MMA fighters from Chile. There are a few. So, most well known. Let's look at.
Ignacio Bahamondes. Oh, he's fun. And I
Ryan,
don't-
do you like Stephen A. Smith?
Not really. How
Me
about you?
either. No, I'm kind of done with his whole deal, to be honest with you.
To be quite honest, like I've been done with that for a while. You cannot have a take on literally everything.
Well, clearly you don't listen to this show.
I was literally about to say.
It's time for the Pretty Neat Podcast. It's time for the Pretty Neat Podcast.
that intro, that was a full court alley oop, and I caught it.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to all of you out there in podcast land. My name's Ryan. I am one of your three inglorious bastard of hosts of the Pretty Neat Podcast. Directly south of me, virtually, is one Aaron. Say hello, Aaron.
I'm the Bear Jew to go along
Bear
with your Inglorious Bastards and Paul Craig. Hey, we do talk
Paul
about
Craig.
UFC and other pretty neat stuff. Paul Craig.
Paul Craig. And directly south of one Aaron is the man known only as Dom, the purveyor of the Sanctum of Truth.
Ooh.
There
Now,
wasn't.
I don't know why there's a horn in the Sanctum of Truth. That bothers me.
I like that one. That
That's
one's
I mean,
better.
I don't know. I don't know.
The Sanctum of Truth is both a place, a mindset, an idea, a hope, and a dream. And you know what? The Sanctum of Truth welcomes all.
It is.
If you would like to join the Sanctum of Truth, come as you are.
Now, as we briefly take a moment, a step into the Sanctum, this website from Bleacher Report has the Clydesdales as only the 9th best Bud Light commercial.
Whoa.
What do
Really?
you think about that?
That's a little upsetting. Can you drop the link in the chat so that I can display it on the screen?
Certainly.
And if y'all in the fellowship out there, wait, didn't we say that the fellowship is an acceptable term for the people that listen to the show? But there was a
We
new
also like
one.
questers.
Questers. Thank you. We also like questers. If you want to see a video version of this podcast, let us know by going to the mailbag at theprettyneatpodcast.com and maybe we'll consider that so you can see what we see. And right now we're looking at the 10 funniest potential Bud Light advertisements.
2 lizards and a ferret?
Yeah, I was about to say the frogs aren't even anywhere on here. God damn it.
This, the Real Man of Genius one is pretty good. What do they even still make commercials?
You know, that's a great question.
I feel like most of them are just for medications and shit now. I guess that's what America is.
I can't believe WhatsApp is only at 5.
For real.
The new Budweiser billboards say something like bring your buds, have a bud, new Budweiser billboard.
Interesting.
There's one across from Angel Stadium that I've seen. Budweiser Black Crown. Budweiser. Aaron and I drank a bunch of Budweiser American Ale one time.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Damn it, this is gonna piss me off.
I can't think of the most intoxicated I've ever been with you. I can with Ryan, probably.
I don't remember. This Bud's for you. That's not bad.
No, actually, reverse that.
We talked about it on the show. I know that it happened, and I don't remember it.
Yes, and I've drank with Ryan many times, and there are multiple times I don't remember fully.
Accurate.
I'll see if I can spot it tomorrow and report back because this is important.
Yeah.
I also like the Budweiser like team ones that you can get in team areas. If you're familiar with those with like the Rams logo on it or
yeah.
I'm into that. You know what? I'll say it. I like Budweiser.
Yeah, Budweiser, come on the Pretty Neat podcast. We'd love to have you.
Listen, we will for sure be the cheapest advertisement you buy.
Mm-hmm.
We guarantee it.
So just do it.
Yeah,
just
listen,
do it, Budweiser.
We're all drinking. We're burping. We're part of the family. We're gonna talk about sports.
Budweiser is superior to Coors Light. I'll tell you that much.
We built a sweet castle out of Coors cans that one time, remember?
Yeah,
I sort of said that expecting to be picking a fight.
Have an affinity to Coors Light.
And that's fine. You're allowed.
The silver bullets.
Did you watch the end of the World Baseball Classic, Ryan?
I got a synopsis of it. I heard it was amazing. Recap that shit.
So it's pretty cool. The whole tournament really kind of went exactly as the baseball industry wanted. And it ended with the matchup everyone wanted, Shohei Ohtani on the mound and Mike Trout in the box. It was a little bit anticlimactic because Jeff McNeil, the Mets second baseman, was the pinch hitter. He led off the top of the ninth with a walk. And then Mookie Betts promptly grounded into a double play, which was a bummer because it really killed their momentum. And then Trout and Ohtani had a pretty good battle, except what was interesting is Trout ended up with a full count without making contact with a pitch. Ohtani's stuff is just nasty. Just fucking filthy. And then he did strike him out. You know, Japan is tough, right? You have to take your hat off to him. I guess their manager, who looks like a stoic old Japanese man, which I respect. I'm into Japanese denim and watches, so only and whiskey and the way they cook their steak and their pizza. So only love to the Japanese. But their manager, I guess, again, his facial expression doesn't change, but I guess he's pretty forward thinking and pretty progressive with his baseball mentality. Look up Samurai Japan manager. Samurai Japan manager. That's not him, that's Ichiro. But he is the guy who was the one who like pushed Shohei to do the two-way thing and to really stick to it. He gets credit for that, so it's pretty cool. That's him right there.
Yeah.
So it was exactly what the baseball world needed. and
That defeated the whole purpose of zooming in.
I think in 3 years it's going to be only better. I think they should do it instead of the All-Star break. They should do what soccer does and take 2 weeks to have an 11 or 10-day tournament in the middle of the season when guys are fresh and warmed up and are more likely to play. But
That's a great idea.
they didn't ask me, so
I'm in. Let's do this. Who do we
Wanna
need
do
to?
that?
Who do we need to petition? Because I'm get rid of the home run derby. Let's do an international tournament.
Mm-hmm. Like a World Series.
Legit. Legit, Aaron. A legit
Yeah, the thing-
World Series.
it is the World Series because baseball has more international players than any other sport.
More than basketball.
Yeah, oh yeah, way more. The thing is, Japan had a really smart strategy. They basically threw one pitcher an inning, and the way the Japanese pitching development works is their motions are very, very different than major league guys who don't grow up there. And the ball comes out at weird angles and it moves sharper, and a 95-mile-an-hour pitch from a Japanese pitcher sometimes seems a lot harder because of the sort of arm angles and the stuff they do to disguise it. So if you've only seen them in a single elimination tournament, when you've only seen them once, it can be very,
That's
very tough.
That's very tough. You were very adept to say that, the way that disguise their pitching, and you don't see the ball until the very end.
So I'm told,
apropos.
I'm told that the ball in Japan is slightly smaller than the one here, and that is in part why their motions and deliveries are the way they are, because they can get their whole finger around it, which can give them way more control of the movement, etc.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I find
it's-
Japanese baseball to be more entertaining because of the pitching styles.
No, I don't like when you say Japanese baseball is more entertaining. When you say that, I get angry, and I want you to rescind it right now. This is the sanctum of truth.
I didn't say that. I said I find it to be. I didn't say it is.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like when you say that either.
And we have to retract that baseball is not the sport with the most international players. That would be soccer or football would have the
Okay.
most international players.
Stateside, then. Which actually still may be true. MLS is mostly guys who are not born here. But if the
It's-
MLS happens, but nobody watches or pays attention, did the MLS happen?
I mean, that's a great question.
Shots fucking fired.
Let's go. Let's go, MLS. Come at us.
What's the closest MLS team to you guys?
Galaxy?
It is. It's the LA
Uh,
Galaxy.
Or LAFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, either or. But the Galaxy, right? That's Beckham's team when he went to the MLS. Now he owns a team in Miami, right?
He does. The Galaxy is the heritage team here. They are the Lakers to the LAFC's Clippers.
That's a fair comparison.
Except that I think, didn't LAFC win the cup
They did most
just
recently.
And the Clippers are literally never going to do that, which makes me so happy.
You see,
So-
Paul George got hurt. Like he's going to be
Yeah.
out for another
Hey,
2-3 weeks.
Fuck you, Paul George.
Going hard. Going hard.
Going.
Don't care.
hard.
Not
Yeah.
afraid of him. Don't care.
We have the Austin Football Club. I don't
Yeah.
know what the team is.
I think it's just Austin FC.
I-
right?
that-
Yeah, it's
I
probably
think it is.
Austin FC.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It's very big. The stadium is huge. And it also creeps up out of fucking nowhere. You're literally at a mall, and then suddenly there is an enormous venue next to you, and you did not see it coming.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, just saying that sounds counterintuitive, but okay.
Yeah, it is an enormous mall. I will say that.
The mall is so big it hides the stadium.
Yeah. Actually, if I was to, I want to go on friggin' maps right now. That I'm doing it.
The Austin Mall.
The Domain. It's the
Mhm.
Domain.
Yeah, the Domain is a high-density office, retail, residential center in Northwest Austin, Texas, United States, that has been described as being Austin's quote-unquote second downtown.
Very reasonable way to describe it. And there's Q2 Stadium, which is just south of it.
So Q2 Stadium can hold 20,738 people.
Okay.
I think that's pretty
Damn.
standard for an outdoor soccer
Yeah.
arena.
Yeah, or like an indoor NBA arena. That's like
Yeah.
what T-Mobile Arena holds,
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
depending on the setup.
Yeah. Not quite the Q2 Arena, but the O2 Arena had some action in London this past weekend.
Did have some action. T-Mobile 18,000.
It did.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I need to apologize to my heart because on the last episode when we made our PNP picks, my head said Kamaru the whole time, but my heart kept on saying Leon figured Kamaru out. And I said it on the podcast, so I need to apologize to myself because you guys told me to be more confident.
You know what, Aaron? Your heart will go on.
But never let me bet with my heart because I would have lost on virtually every other.
You would have lost on the very first fight.
I would have. Yep, Juliana Miller. Man, what a. But Veronica Hardy, she showed up. That was an awesome fight, and it was really cool seeing Dan Hardy in the corner. First time he'd been in the corner for a long time, apparently.
Well, yeah, he's a tape study guy now. You know, he signed a deal with PFL, right?
Oh, really? What kind of deal?
So he's going to be doing. I'm not sure if he's doing cage side commentary, but when they do events in the UK and in Europe, he's going to be at those events.
Oh, cool. Good for Dan Hardy. I like Dan Hardy.
Yeah, Dan Hardy's the man. Shout out. Come on the Pretty Neat podcast.
Yeah, again. Jeez. I mean, he won't stop calling. But Juliana Miller kind of her star kind of got a little dulled for me.
I mean, yeah, it's a tough way to debut, right?
Yeah.
Your first UFC event outside of the Ultimate Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
But
She was a pretty heavy favorite, wasn't she?
She was a minus 900, I think.
Ooh.
This has her minus 435.
Okay.
But she was at least at minus 900 at some point.
No, she wasn't.
No,
That's
she
not how
probably
it works.
wasn't. No.
Huh.
I was exaggerating.
She didn't train with
Typically
she didn't train with Kraus. Just kidding.
No, she trains at like some really like one-off little tiny gym. She's the only pro fighter in that gym.
Huh.
And she fought.
That's got to be a hindrance. Oh, she's a 10th planet person.
Yeah, but she's like 10th planet super satellite.
10th planet Podunk.
10th planet Podunk. You said it, I didn't.
She took jabs like Ronda. It looked really bad, really fast. Like by the end of the first round, you could tell Veronica was just gonna light her up the rest of the fight. Yeah, and she avoided the takedown, which is what she needed to do. Any thoughts on Thigh Herbert? Thoughts on Thigh Herbert and Food Big Klein, please. They
No.
lived up to the coin flip odds and got a draw.
There you go. That's an excellent way to put it. Hey, I want to shout out and be accountable myself. I said that Joanne Wood didn't have anything left, and she looked good. She looked good. I still wouldn't favor her against anybody in the top 15. But you know what? I'm man enough to admit when I was wrong. She was better than Luana Carolina.
Yeah, she definitely was. I thought she was going to retire.
Well, she's 37. That's not.
I guess that's true. Holly's fighting this weekend and she's like 40.
She's 41.
Yeah.
And did you see she just signed a new 6-fight deal?
Yeah, she wants the belt.
No.
That's what she said. She wants to make one last run.
Of course she wants the belt. She's a competitor. She's 41.
Yeah. Amanda's gotten older too.
She's like female Randy Couture.
Holly
You know?
Holm.
Yeah, because she didn't get into the sport until she left boxing, right?
That's true. She was already a Hall of Fame boxer.
Yeah. No, that's a pretty apt comparison.
Yeah.
Female Randy Couture.
I like it.
Randina Couture.
Yeah. Extrema Couture could be her clothing line that they could sell at Women's Warehouse. And that's the only place. That's the only place I've ever seen Extreme Couture. Anyway, Jake Hadley, Malcolm Gordon. I mean, Jake Hadley had an awesome knockout in that fight.
And that was the fight where Malcolm Gordon, correct me if I'm wrong, like missed weight by 3.5 pounds.
Yes.
And he knocked him the fuck out.
Out cold, as John Anik would say. And then Dusko Todorovic got knocked out by Christian Leroy Duncan.
Yeah. We went on a UK run right there.
Yeah. Followed by Lerone Murphy.
That's right. Another UK.
And that was definitely his. I know it was a split decision, but that was definitely his. I was surprised that was a split. Holy shit. Okay, that took us into the prelims. And of course, I say holy shit immediately at Muhammad Mukayev and Rafael Filho. But Muhammad Mukayev's knee. Holy ballsack. This he got to change his nickname to fucking Gumby.
You know, they were commenting after the fact that during the warm-ups, the things he was doing in terms of his like mobility stretching made it seem like, oh, okay, he can go beyond what a normal human being can go through in terms of like stretching beyond what you would think to be normal. But I'm pretty sure he was the minus 900 that I was thinking of.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
And while he did dominate in certain aspects, he didn't look like a minus 900 against Hafel.
That might be some credit to Hafel, and it's
Could be.
flyweight too. So like that's fun. I like these two in the mix a lot. And Makayev will have some dope rookie cards when they come out. And then we had Sam Patterson, who got knocked out by Yanel Ashmos. And that was so awesome. The way he caught him with that hook while Sam was falling back or from a trip, it was so perfect. Oh, man. It was awesome. Like that. I don't remember this fight. Chris Duncan and Omar Morales?
I don't either. So not much to say about that.
Huh. Are we completely missing something, or did this? Hey,
Kind of doesn't matter at lightweight, right?
No, I suppose not. And then Jack Shore looked fucking phenomenal against Makwan Amirkhani, which was to be expected.
Yeah. Makwan's strength is his submission game. So for Jack Shore to submit him, that's a big testament to what he can do.
Mm-hmm. Featherweight we should climb the ladder with Jack Shore soon. Maybe not tonight, but that'll be a fun one for the future. Oh boy, then you get into the main event of UFC 286, and everything was unexpected for me. The entire main card was unexpected, except for Gaethje Fiziev, which was exactly whatever it was. And it was beautiful. But what did you think about Marvin Vettori and Roman Dolidze?
Close fight. To be sure. This was the parlay buster, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was.
You know, in hindsight, maybe we're just not giving Marvin enough credit. Again, like, same thing I'd say in a different span that I said with Joanne Wood. But with Marvin Vettori, do you really favor him against the elite competition? The answer is no. And I think we were just extending that to Roman because he was on a hot streak. He'd won his last 4 fights.
Fair enough.
The stats pretty heavily favor Marvin Vettori.
Yes.
Yeah. Roman felt like he held back on the kicks a lot. But I also think Marvin maintained a really great distance the whole time.
Would you say he respected his distance?
I would say he respected his distance, just like we do on this podcast.
Yes, we do.
Jennifer Maya did not respect Casey O'Neal's distance.
And you called this one too.
Mm-hmm.
You
you did too. I did
Yeah,
pick
I was
Maya.
going with it as like that's a good parlay bet for odds. Casey
Yeah.
O'Neill being like the fighter that she is and being ultra aggressive, that was the concern. Because Jennifer Maya's strength is getting it to the ground, but you know,
Hey,
she just looked far better.
yeah. Her experience came in, really, I think. And then, how long has it been since Gunnar Nelson got a submission?
I don't know. Why don't you tell us?
December 8th, 2018,
Wow.
when he submitted the other cowboy.
No, Alex Oliveira cowboy.
Nope, the other. Oh, yes. Sorry.
The
Yeah.
other cowboy.
Do you?
That is not who I was picturing in my head, but whatever.
Kid Rock?
Do you remember? Yeah, it was around this time. Yeah, around 2016, he came in, and it was like he's the new Damian Maya, but it was after Maya beat him. I do. Or at least that he was like the Norwegian Damian Maya.
Is he Norwegian or is he Icelandic?
Oh, that's right. He's from Iskalandi. That's right. Iskalandi.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Come on, Aaron. You should know that.
I can confirm you should.
Yes, you were there when I got Icelandic tattooed on me. Let's see. What about Brian Barberena in this one, though?
Well, I mean, the guy
Just did what he
is a
does.
brawler. He took it on short notice, and when he's not fighting, he works on a farm. What else is there to say?
Is it a
I
chicken farm?
I have no idea what kind of farm it is. That's a good question, though. What kind of farm does Brian Barberena have?
I had farm sounds. That's great.
I have farm sounds.
How old is your daughter, and how much less mature am I?
Yeah.
She's much younger and all the way. All the way less. You're less mature than the one that's not born yet.
Damn.
And then, holy shit. Clearly fight of the night. Justin Gaethje, Rafael Fiziev.
Yeah, let's show some respect to Justin Gaethje, right?
Let's
we
let's
picked
get
him.
some-
We
we
picked
did.
him on the parlay. In fairness,
Justin Gaethje, who knows what his limitations are now that he has gotten his nose fixed. Now that he can breathe through his nose. Who knows where he could end up? Sky's the limit.
And then Leon Edwards.
so
He beat
have we
Kamaru.
just been wrong about Kamaru Usman?
I don't
No.
think we've been wrong about Kamaru Usman.
We meaning like the MMA community as a whole.
Yeah, we're part of the community.
Yeah, because he seemed unbeatable for so long. And like, let's see, he went between, I mean, shit. He had not lost a fight before Leon Edwards 2 since May 24th of 2013. Damn near 10 years without losing a fight in a professional competition, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 title fights or defenses.
Wow.
So I guess one of them was the Ultimate Fighter finale, but I'll give it to him. I mean,
Yeah.
then you look back at the list of people he beat. So Colby and Jorge, Gilbert Burns, Jorge again, Colby again, Tyron Woodley, RDA, Damian Maya, Emil Meek, Sergio Moraes, Sean Strickland, all the way back in 2017, Warley Alves, named champion.
He was a
Alves.
beast during-
Pavlev.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about him anymore. Maybe he's just over the peak.
Could be. He's 35, and he's spoken at length, and most notably for me at least, you know, when he went on the Joe Rogan podcast to talk about how he had to train to basically save up his knees because his knees are so destroyed.
Yep.
And that could be hyperbole as well. He's saying he had to walk on grass because his knees hurt so bad. Like, all right, dude, I'm playing a violin for you right now. He's a high caliber athlete. You got to do the road work, which I know he probably did. And that was probably for effect as well. And I'm just embellishing upon that. Seems to be some that think he got too reliant upon his stand-up, which was, I think we could best describe it as basic but effective. Where Leon is just...
I was going to say mid-tier.
Mid-tier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mid. Yeah, it was very mid.
Yeah.
Where Leon is his footwork, his striking variety, and the effectiveness of it, and the speed at which he strikes, far superior.
50 leg kicks.
50. Against somebody who is trying to take you down, right? I think he attempted, it said, 15 takedowns.
Yeah, he landed 4, had 5 minutes of control time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's going to happen if you throw land 50 leg kicks, and you're not even probably throwing far more than that.
Kamaru did way more work to the head. I, in full transparency, did not watch this fight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the road back for him looks like, and I really think Colby can beat Leon Edwards. I think Hamzat can beat him. I think Bilal can beat him. I think Shavkat Rakhmonov can beat him. Like I don't think he's gonna be the champion for very long.
Well, he's definitely beatable. However, we'd said that about him fighting Kamaru the first time, and we said that about him fighting Kamaru just now. Now, it seems like he's going to fight Colby. I don't like that.
I don't either.
I don't like it.
For who?
No, I don't like the fact that they're having Colby jump the line.
Is he really jumping the line, though?
Who's the last person he beat?
Jorge?
Okay. When was that?
Mm-hmm.
The last time he fought, which has been a while because he got March of last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you think Bilal should have been the next fight?
Or Hamzat, probably.
Hamzat's not going down to 170. Danny already came out and said he's fighting at 185 now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that Leon's case is that it's been a year. And every other fighter, if you don't fight for a year, you're taking off the rankings now.
But has Colby, is it his fault, or is it because Masvidal sucker punched him in the back of the head at a restaurant in Miami?
That's definitely a factor. Let's not even kid ourselves.
Yeah.
It's definitely a factor. However, we haven't heard anything about any potential fights, and then just like out of the blue, he's weighing in as the backup fighter.
Yeah, that was wild. Usually when the backup fighter's a big name like that, it gets out way sooner.
And so, like, tell me he's not jumping the line when you have no word of any potential fight, and then on Wednesday we hear that he's weighing in as the backup fighter. What the fuck?
He's still ranked 2.
Yeah, it's surprising. Well, that's not surprising. I'm just surprised he's still on the rankings after a year. But why wasn't Bilal talking? I mean, was he? I don't know.
I don't know.
I know Colby was, because that's what he does.
That's what he does.
But
now Bilal has to fight somebody, and he's like on a fucking impressive win streak.
Yeah, and his only no contest is Leon Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Bilal needs to get that win back.
Well, it's not a loss.
Or not. He needs to get that fight back.
He needs to get that fight back for sure. I agree with that. Like, that eye poke was devastating.
Yeah, it was so bad. And like, to me, that is a better story than Colby. Like, so anyway,
Colby should fight Shavkat, and Bilal should fight Leon, and Kamaru should fight Gilbert Burns.
Colby should fight Shavkat. Kamaru should fight Leon. No, Kamaru should fight who?
I think Kamaru should
Gilbert
fight.
Burns.
They've already fought.
Okay.
Kamaru beat him in the 3rd round.
That's right.
I feel like Shavkat should fight Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, I think Shavkat should fight him.
I think Colby should get the title shot. I do.
All right. Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion.
I think that what we need is to have Gilbert fight Bilal. No, we should have Bilal fight Shavkat for an interim.
No, come on.
You know I love me
Come
an
on.
interim.
You do love yourself an
You
interim.
love nothing more than an interim.
Yeah. I think Leon too just like pieced him up. I watched the whole thing, every minute of it, and uh Kamaru puts on a facade of control with the way he pushes people against the fence, which he usually does with the intention of getting that takedown. But Leon just jabbed him away, leg kicked him away, and he was in control the whole time. And he landed more, and whenever Kamaru needed to have it, he didn't have it. He just had his time. And Leon landed amazing body kicks because Kamaru kept blocking his head. And that's a great plan of attack. Made him really tired and slow by the end. And and the cards too, like Leon won by majority decision and he lost a point. Like that.
What did he lose the point for?
Foul.
He grabbed the fence in the second round.
Oh,
It was
and
going down.
He was going down.
Got
it
it.
thoroughly snuck
Okay.
a takedown.
Okay.
And he lost that round anyway. It was a 10-8 for Kamaru because of that. But like he was gonna win the fight.
so the damage dealt factor, right, is there's not as big of a disparity, and then you working Kamaru's control time. I don't think this is like a unanimous runaway for Leon. Just looking at the stats again, I didn't watch it, but
Mhm.
I don't. Leon's really good, man. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he's very good.
Fourth in pound for pound. He's obviously the welterweight champion. I think that's probably right for him. He's not better than Makhachev or Volkanovski or John Jones,
No.
but
I
he
think
is better than
that's fair.
Stylebender and Alex Pereira, Aljamain, probably.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's fair.
Man, how is Brandon Moreno 10th on men's pound for pound? That's wild.
That really is wild. Who's he
Yeah,
fighting next?
he should definitely be above Charlie and Kamaru.
Yeah,
And
he
I would almost put him ahead of Aljamain as well.
It's not
Yeah.
crazy. His Brandon Moreno's only problem is he's only fought 2 guys in 5 years or whatever it's been.
But they're fucking amazing fights. I mean, these are
Yeah, the Figueiredo fights are. I don't know if the Kai Kara. Well, that kick was
The Kai Kara
so
fronts was
vicious.
Yeah, it was.
and I watched that fight and I thought that he was potentially losing that fight until he stopped it. The Kai
Just-
Kara fronts fight.
Maybe.
Oh yeah. Dan, I don't want this picture. Does he have a fight? Does Moreno have a fight scheduled? Is there a
No.
bantamweight title fight?
No,
yet?
I don't think so.
Damn.
But we do get to see our boy Manel Kopp on Saturday.
yes,
Yeah,
we
we
do.
do.
I was excited to see that.
Yeah, we should make some picks.
We should make some picks.
And now it's time for the Pretty Neat Podcast picks. Before we do that, I am choosing to go to Disneyland tomorrow instead of work, and pretty excited about it. We're taking my 1-year-old nephew.
Wow.
Do you know who his favorite person is in the world?
Mickey Mouse.
Probably
No.
you.
Oh, it's
Probably
me.
you. Yeah.
He loves me, and I love that. And so my sister and brother-in-law are not going with us. They were invited. They're not. And we got him a Mickey Mouse shirt that they don't know about. He loves balloons because he's 1, and that's what 1-year-olds are into. We're gonna get him one of those like traditional Mickey Mouse balloons. I'm gonna take all kinds of pictures of and send the pictures of him to them with and I'm just gonna write this is a core memory day. Did I tell you guys that already? I'm
Yes.
so excited, and it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna take him on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Oh yeah.
I have a request. Send pics.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I'm not making that request. Hey, before we make the picks, we were talking about Brian Barberena.
Yeah.
and the
Oh
farmer.
wow. How do we? Oh yeah. Okay.
The farm is called the Bam Fam Farm, and he has chickens and cows, and also
Okay.
goats.
Got it.
Just in case anybody was wondering,
Nice.
in Tennessee.
Okay. Now I wonder if it's near Bryce Mitchell and his farm.
Isn't he in Arkansas?
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
And that's
Arkansas.
that's just because they're both in the southeast doesn't mean they're right next to each other. Aaron.
You're right. You're right.
Also, Brian Barberino, only 31. Already talking about retirement.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, that reminds me. I have to tell you guys something after we're done recording.
Okay.
Uh,
You're retiring. Okay.
I'm
cool.
not retiring.
Congratulations.
That would be weird.
replacing me with a new host, Max
but-
Griffin.
Nothing but early bird dinners for me going forward.
They want you to take the roles.
I will only be eating at Marie Callender's. Only. Or
Hometown
Sizzler.
buffet. Hometown buffet.
Oh, God. Hometown buffet.
Just have diarrhea and skip the buffet.
Dude, I need a good Vegas buffet. It's been way too long since a Vegas buffet.
The Bacchanal.
Bacchanal is probably number one. Cosmopolitan is a close second. The Aria buffet was good when it was there. It's not anymore. I actually just, we had booked the trip, but we just bought our plane tickets for the first week in June. Me and the aforementioned brother-in-law, whose son I'm taking to Disneyland tomorrow, and my other brother-in-law are going.
To Vegas?
Yeah, in June.
Nice.
Nice. I might be there on May the 4th. Be with you. We shall see.
Hell yeah.
Hey. Man. Picks. UFC Fight Night. AT&T
Picks.
Center. Saturday, March 25th. San Antonio, United States. It's an hour and a half from me. I might just go sit outside. So if you're in Austin, let me know and we'll go sit outside. The early prelims are a lot of names I have not heard before.
Okay. I think
Or-
Haley Cowan makes the list. I think.
I don't know,
Oh, and
Tamir-
she's coming off Contender Series.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That doesn't sound familiar. Victor Altamirano?
Yeah, I think she's on the list, guys. Well, can we get a Haley Cowan picture?
She could be an American Gladiator.
I was gonna say she looks like an American Gladiator. She's almost in a little too good a shape.
Oh, she's got a great nickname.
Where's
All Hail.
USADA? All Hail. That is a good nickname.
That is a good nickname.
That's a great nickname.
She's also 31. For a woman her size, not that bad, but a little old to be making her debut. She is a favorite here against Tamiris Vidal, who I've not heard of, who is coming off of a fight night victory against someone named Pasquale.
I remember that. That was in November.
That was that Yair and nope, that was Marina Rodriguez and Amanda Lemos.
What about her nickname? Tractor.
That's
not as good.
Do you
No?
know the best tractor sports nickname, Ryan?
The dump
no,
truck?
but please enlighten me.
So Robert Tractor Trailer was an NBA player.
I know that. I know the name.
He died at the age of 34 because he had, probably an enlarged heart. There, I said it. Do you know what he is most famous for, though?
His nickname?
No. He was traded from the Milwaukee Bucks. No, sorry. To the Milwaukee Bucks from the Dallas Mavericks on draft night. For who, Ryan?
Would that be Dirk Nowitzki?
That was Dirk Nowitzki.
Woo!
Hey, do better, Milwaukee, because Dirk Nowitzki, let's just run through it. Yeah. NBA Championship 2011, Finals MVP that same year. He was the NBA MVP in 07, a 14-time All-Star, 4 times All-NBA first team, 5 times All-Second team, 3 times All-Third team. He's in the 50-40-90 club, which is a very exclusive club. He won the three-point contest. He was on the 75th anniversary team. His number is retired. He has all kinds of international records. Apparently an all-around good guy, Dirk Nowitzki. Hey,
Unguardable
don't trade
turnaround
him.
fadeaway.
Unguardable fadeaway. Don't trade him for Robert Tractor Trailer, Milwaukee. Definitely don't do that. It's my favorite thing.
Hey, Milwaukee, they finally came around. They're finally fielding a competitive team.
Milwaukee just won the title 2 years ago.
I know. I'm saying they're finally fielding a competitive team.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
You
Trevin
know who?
Giles.
I was about to say the Dominic is compiling a competitive team for his Motown group, for his R&B group, and Trevin Giles is definitely one of them. I think
He's definitely on it. I think he's a
he's for
core,
sure
he's,
on it.
He's a core member. He's not even
Mhm.
like a backup member. He's
Except
a
that,
core
are we
member.
just like skipping several fights?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
That's
fine.
fine. I like that he's a pick'em with P. Parsons. We for sure. Well, I don't know Preston Parsons. That's a name.
It should
Um,
be P. Parsons.
Well, ESPN has it just as the letter P. Let's go with
Preston
Trevin Giles
P.
here, please.
Parsons.
Yeah, let's go with Trevin Giles.
Triple P.
Preston P. Parsons.
His nickname is Triple P.
Triple P is a good nickname, especially if his middle
Yeah.
name was Philip or something.
PPP.
Preston Philip Parsons the
I
third.
could see it. He looks
Triple
like
P.
he looks like that too. This comb over.
Yeah,
I hope Trevin
Triple
Giles
H
knocks
stand
him
for
out.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He was originally like somebody of high pedigree. The third.
Hunter Hearst
And
Helmsley is a way better name than Triple H. Also,
I
Triple
agree.
H is pretty cool.
then- but Hunter Hearst Helmsley was way better.
Mm-hmm.
He's banging Vince McMahon's daughter.
Yeah, he is. Stephanie, right?
He's stuffing Stephanie right now.
It's a pretty neat podcast, everyone.
Like right now as we're recording, can we get an image of that or no?
No.
I bet
no,
Triple
no.
H just has a fucking hammer on him. Let's be honest about what this is.
That would be on only fans.
Yeah.
So Steve Peterson also has a Superman tattoo.
Steven Peterson's not a real name. Also, if your name is Steven, I guess Steven Thompson and Jeremy Stevens, who we know are the same person. But oh, he's a Fortis MMA guy. Okay.
There was also Jeremy Stevens and Joe
Steven
Stevenson. Do you remember Joe Stevenson? He was
Big
fucking
Daddy.
so good.
You know, my brother was like
Peter
legitimate
Stevenson.
friends with Joe Stevenson. Do you know that?
Oh, that's funny. We should
Yeah.
get him on the podcast.
They grew up in the same area.
Get him on, or we will settle for Peter Stevenson as
Yeah.
well. He can come on the show anytime. Featherweights. Tucker Lutz is back. Daniel Pineda. That'll be a fun bagger.
Chidi Njokuani. That's going to be a good one.
Yes, that's waking me up actually. And Albert Duriev is not a joke. He is not a joke.
He's
I
not a
don't-
joke.
No, I don't think Chidi will get past his wrestling.
Yeah, I don't think Russians joke very often, so that tracks.
Mm-mm. If I remember correctly, Albert tends to let himself get hit quite a bit.
He's averaging 2.11 takedowns per fight. It's pretty good. But he's gonna have a uphill battle on the feet. He's got a 5-inch reach disadvantage, and Chidi is much taller than him as well.
You know what? Albert lost to Joaquin Buckley. I got Chidi in this one.
Let's go, Chidi.
Yeah.
Chidi.
Chidi.
Is he's got to be Chidi Bang Bang Njokuani, right? That's got to be his nickname.
We can't be that smart.
His nickname is Bang Bang. Did you know that?
Yes. I
Look
didn't
at
know that, but
that.
it had to be, right?
That's so good.
Chidi Bang Bang Njokuani.
Yep. That's awesome. That's hilarious. We're smart. We know what's up on the show. That's gonna.
And then
be-
our guy, Manel Kopp.
Yes.
Manel Kopp would be a fun climb the ladder candidate, I think.
I agree.
I agree
Because
Is that-
flyweight's wide open
Is it?
for somebody like Manel Kopp. Yeah.
Okay. Should we climb the ladder right now? Whoa.
The ladder.
It does kind of sound, that drop, like it was recorded at a sex party.
Yeah, and can we confirm or deny that at the end of that drop about flying the ladder, that somebody is saying, "Fly, you fools."
It is definitely a take on Gandalf, that's for sure. But he is saying, "Climb, you fools," which is what they all should have shouted at him.
that is way more appropriate. I applaud your creativity.
Climb, you fools. Yeah, my Gandalf is actually just my Bane, but not covering my mouth. Climb, you fools. Climb, you fools. There you go.
I get it now.
Yeah. So we're going to climb the ladder with Manel Cape or Cop, however you want to say. Manel Cop. And for those joining us, when we climb the ladder, what we do is we pull up the rankings from UFC.com and we go to wherever they are in said rankings and we climb up from there and talk about what we think would happen.
Yes. Let's
And
preface this.
That's what we do.
He's going to fight Alex Perez, who is now currently ranked number 6 in the flyweight. So
Outstanding.
if he beats Alex Perez, he takes that spot.
Yeah,
Do we think he beats Alex Perez? I, for one, thinks he does.
I think he does.
I think he does. He is also a slight favorite here, minus 175.
Okay, fair enough.
Manel looked very good in his last fight.
Yeah,
Manel.
and the fight before that when he beat the deep fake.
And against Osborne.
Mm-hmm. So they
O'Day.
okay.
Yes.
So-
O'Day.
That being said, that he's fighting Alex Perez and will take his spot at number 6. Do we even talk about how he would do against number 8, Matt Schnell, or number 7, Amir Albazi?
So Matt Danger Schnell is a guy who likes to get in those blood and guts fights. That's not a good proposition against
no, it's
Manel.
not.
No, it is not.
So
He
I think
will-
that's just a steamroll right there.
Yeah, he'll make him
Amir Albazi. Far be it from me to bet against. Is he Georgian? Oh, he's from Iraq. He's from Baghdad. Okay.
Amir Albazi is a scary motherfucker at flyweight.
Albazi also beat the deepfakes on Magulov. Remember when Max Griffin was like, no, I'm pretty sure I've seen him.
No, he's real. He's real.
No, he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's real. What he didn't say, though, was, no, he's definitely real.
Yeah, that's right. Hot take.
Of
Zamir,
literally everyone we've ever talked to, that's the guy that would know, and he wasn't certain. That's all I'm saying. So Albazi beat the other Figueiredo and someone with the last name Costa, who is not Paulo.
Randy.
Alessandro Costa.
Oh, it's Alessandro?
Yeah.
Got it.
And that was just recently. That was December 17th. So I give him Manel Cop, but I don't think it's an easy fight.
Okay, I tend to agree with you on that.
Yeah. And then Nicolau just beat Schnell.
Yep.
And
And
looked
he's won
very
all
good.
his fights in the UFC. So the Matt Schnell fight is his only finish in the UFC, which was a KO in round 2. Prior to that, his debut against Manel, he beat him. It was a split decision in 2021.
Oh, wow.
Who did? I'm sorry.
Mateusz Nicolau.
Yes, he did.
So he kind of jumped the spot, got ahead of him.
Yep.
So
So
and he's fighting Brandon.
That was Leon
Wait,
Edwards,
well.
Bilal Muhammad.
there you go.
Damn.
Crazy.
And Mateus Nicolau is fighting Brandon Hoyval in April.
Okay.
And Brandon Hoyval is number 4. Somebody else who's just... God, this flyweight is so friggin' fast.
Dude, his nickname is Raw Dog. Whoa.
His takedown average is... Or, this guy would give him trouble.
Raw Dog?
Raw Dog is gonna give anyone trouble.
It's weird to me that the UFC let that one go.
Maybe because dog is spelled D-A-W-G.
Maybe.
It's like, oh, he means business. Okay.
Yeah, he does.
Like Dog the Bounty Hunter. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna be able to
just
pull
like that.
myself back together.
Okay.
Number 3, Kai Kara France.
So he's the new nickname champion for what it's
Yeah.
worth.
Brandon Raw Dog Royval.
Definitely give me Manel Kopp over Kai Kara-France for sure.
Yeah, I think that's a fun, exciting action fight, but I agree. I think Kai Kara-France keeps it standing, and Manel has the advantage there for sure.
I think that the Kai Kara-France window is closed. For
It's
whether
closed.
that's fair or not, that's what I think.
Definitely not fair, but again, that's your take.
Yeah. Alejandro Pantoja.
Pantoja. He just beat Alex Perez.
Yeah. So I
And
guess
he
this will
subbed
tell
him
us.
out.
Yeah.
So interesting. His
That
last
probably-
loss was against Askarov, who is now out of the UFC, and that was a
Yes.
unanimous decision. And he also beat Manel Kopp in 2021.
There you go. That is definitely the biggest threat.
So this
From
is
what
this
I've
is an
seen.
interesting one because you could argue Manel Kopp caught Nicolau and was it Pantoja that we were talking about? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe a little earlier than he should have.
Agreed.
And I think he's a better fighter today than he was then. And it's a fun climb the ladder because it's not as like if we think about like Bo Nickel climbing the ladder, it's like pretty clear up until you get to the top 5 really with him. It's more of a discussion with Manel Kopp, but I do think it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, agreed. It is. You are right. He is a much better fighter than he was. We're talking about 2 years of development and progress that he could have made, that he has made. And again, like in flyweight, all of these guys are fighting each other repeatedly.
Yeah, they really are.
Like
Because
if
they're
you
the
look at-
only 15 guys in
Yeah,
the
you look
UFC.
at Pantoja. We already talked about Matt Schnell, who he fought. Askarov, not as much, but again, not in the UFC anymore. Manel, Brandon Royval, and Alex Perez. They're all fighting each other.
Mm-hmm. I like Muhammad Makayev in that mix now. A lot.
I like Sumar Darji,
Mhm.
the Chinese fighter.
Me too.
Mhm.
He's fucking huge for flyweight.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Huh. And Davison Figueiredo, we won't even. I mean, he's moving up.
No, they're
So-
talking about him fighting Dominic Cruz at 135.
Oh, that'd be weird. Give me
Yeah.
Figueiredo in that for sure. I
Yeah.
think Manel Kopp has trouble with Figueiredo and a lot of trouble with Brandon Moreno.
Yeah, but Figueiredo's moving up,
Yeah.
so I don't think Kopp will have to face him.
I don't think Manel Kopp can beat Brandon Moreno.
No.
Not today.
Well, that was fun. I enjoyed it.
Let's get off the ladder now.
Done.
Also, this segment should be called 3 Guys on a Ladder.
I was like,
Not a step
think of-
stool, though. That's for the deep cut fans.
wow.
3 guys on a stool.
Aaron, you must know the 3 Guys on a step stool
Yes.
story. Yeah.
Yes.
Have we talked about it on the show?
No.
Okay. We shouldn't.
No, we shouldn't. We should talk about Andrea Lee and Macy Barber.
Okay.
Give me Macy Barber, who's on the list.
Yes, she is. And
Yeah.
I also will take Macy Barber here.
Yep. Submission?
I don't know. Andrea Lee, she does mix it up from time to time, but I don't know how she's going to play this. I think she
yeah,
would want to keep it standing if I was
Yeah,
Andrea Lee.
exactly what I was thinking, and I see Maisie bringing it. I really see Macy bringing it.
Macy.
Yes. Nate Landwehr and Austin Lingo.
Feels
Featherweight.
like we haven't seen Nate Landwehr in a while, but I'm probably wrong.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
August, he fought David Onama.
Mm-hmm. But I like Landwehr. I like Landwehr a lot here. I wish Austin Lingo the best of luck.
Nate the Train Landwehr.
Yes.
Austin lights out Lingo. Yeah, I don't like either of these guys, to be honest with you. We haven't seen Lingo in quite a while. August of 2021.
Wow.
Wow. Who did he fight last?
Saldana.
Oh my God! It just dawned on me that
Luis Saldana.
that was formerly Yana Kunitskaya, who just changed her last name because she married Thiago Santos.
Oh,
I was like,
I
who is
knew
this
she
person?
looked familiar.
Yeah.
It
Yana
just dawned on
Kunit-
me. That's Yana
Hey,
Kunitskaya.
Many
Now
happy
Yana
returns.
Santos.
That wedding I
Yes.
told you guys about is next Saturday at the location that won't be named, but I am very excited. And I have since learned it's an open bar.
Oh,
Oh.
hell yeah!
And do you know what?
Are there
Open
going to be
bars at weddings and I go together like freaking cheese
butter
and
jelly?
nachos, baby. Yeah.
nachos? That's even tastier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you're wondering, there are not one, not two, not three, but 4 animal encounters that are going to be happening.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
you lucky SOB, you.
And the reception, the ceremony takes place by the lions, and the reception is by the tigers. So fuck you guys, because it's gonna be awesome.
Lions,
incredible.
tigers, and
They don't-
potentially
they don't-
bears.
They don't have
Oh
bears
my?
at the safari park,
Damn.
which gives away where it is. No free shout outs, but they are a nonprofit, and I support them, so I will shout them out.
Free shout outs.
Yeah, free shout
Free
outs.
shout-outs
it's,
for
It's
you.
gonna be pretty sweet. I don't even know. I have a designated driver, obviously, because my wife is with child, and we're making a little short weekend out of it, but it's gonna be a good time.
Nice. Are you going to be able to watch the fights?
No.
It's on the 1st. There are no fights,
Okay.
Gotcha.
and otherwise the answer would have been no. But I probably would have watched them when we got back to the hotel.
Nice. Do you have any thoughts on Holly Holm versus Yana Kunitskaya Santos?
I really, really hope Holly Holm wins.
I do too.
So what is your? Why are you saying that you really hope she wins?
Well, it's been almost 3 years.
For a win for her?
Yeah, October 2020.
Damn.
And there was a point in time where she was on the top of the MMA world. Her career really could, you roll the dice 100 times, like 20 of those times, she has the run Amanda's had, not Amanda, right?
Right.
Maybe 20 is a little bit high, but the point is, you guys know what I mean. She couldn't figure out how to beat Cyborg at 219. It happens. She lost to Durandamy after she beat Ronda Rousey and lost to Miesha Tate. So those were both like tough
And
goes
Durandame
for her, and she lost to Valentina. So like it
and
just
Durandame hit her after the bell twice.
you know
That
what,
was
I remember
almost
that. I remember
overturned.
that actually.
Yeah.
It just didn't go her way a couple of times, and whether I'm right or wrong about this, I do think there is a version of this where she has a title run that is several years long, and we maybe talk about her as being the quote unquote best women's
Yeah.
fighter of all time. She's not that, and it is what it is, but I think there's a version of it where it is, and so that's why I hope she wins.
Yeah, her jujitsu wasn't quite there when she faced Cupcake Miesha Tate for her first title defense. And I
Mhm.
mean, she was beating Miesha Tate for 4.5 rounds. And Miesha choked her, got a rear naked choke at the very end. So, like, we weren't far away from that reality you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think Yana's wrestling and grappling are just better than Holly's. And it'll result in a decision that is one-sided
for
I think-
Santos.
for Santos. Yeah.
So you
I
like
think-
the underdog here?
I do like the underdog here.
Not a heavy underdog, but fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. And then we get the main event, the bantamweight bout.
So speaking of underdogs,
Yeah. Marlon Cheeto Vera
Surprising.
is right now the underdog for Corey Sandhagen. Do you have any thoughts on why that is?
I don't particularly get it because he's much more the public name.
Yeah, but let's take a look at Corey Sandhagen's recent fight history, because that could be the determining factor for a higher level of competition.
Okay.
So he fight Song Yadong, who's an up and comer. He beat him.
Mm-hmm.
He fought Piotr Jan, who
He lost.
He lost, but he's fought for the belt. TJ
Yep.
Dillashaw also fought for the belt.
Barely by decision.
He
That was just
demolished.
a fight. Yeah.
Yeah. He demolished Frankie Edgar.
Front kick.
Marlon Moraes is now in the PFL, getting knocked out there too. He lost to the champ, Aljamain. Rafael Assunção now retired. Lineker he beat. Batista, I don't know.
That was a long time ago.
Right, so
He hasn't really
There's some-
faced,
there's some. That's top tier. You got
Okay.
2 former champions right there.
but like a washed Moraes, a washed Edgar.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah.
he got destroyed by
Song is
Jan.
26, and he
And that was a doctor
beat him.
stoppage from a cut.
Yeah. TJ.
But I mean, TJ, a lot of people thought he won. A lot
Those
of
people were wrong, but that's
they were
fine.
wrong. They were wrong, but like it was arguable that TJ shouldn't have won that fight. Like
So-
even still, that's amplifying Sandhagen.
do you say Cheeto's best win is Dominic Cruz? And how do you say Dominic's not, relatively washed?
If not him, it's Rob Font.
Rob
Okay.
Font was a very good win?
Who also beat Frankie Edgar with was that the front kick?
Yep.
Yep.
And
Davey Grant, that was a good.
that was a good
Davey
one.
Grant's that's a good win.
Yeah, and then he lost a decision to Jose
Aldo.
Aldo. He did beat Sugar
Doctor
Sean.
stoppage.
No, he didn't.
DKO.
Not according to Sean. And then Song Yadong
Oh yeah, beat him.
beat him.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
So
Okay,
there
this
you
might
go.
be pretty evenly matched. This
I
This-
like Cheeto though. I
Maybe
still like
we're
Cheeto.
underrating Sandhagen slightly, I suppose, but I like
think
Cheeto
so.
here.
I like Cheeto as well. For
Sand-
the shorter fighter, he has a better reach. It's
And
only
he-
a half inch, but he has a better reach.
he does, and you know what? Sandhagen moves a lot like Dominic Cruz. Like his head, he moves just like him, and Cheeto like hunts people like that. I think he'll get him. I think he'll catch him. I think it'll be just another highlight reel.
So the thing that intrigues me, that has kind of stuck with me about Corey, is that he has learned from people that he's fought recently that he needed to amp himself up more, that he was too calm. And then you see it in some of his fights now more recently where he comes out much more aggressive. To that point, Aaron,
That's bad for Cheeto.
that's bad for Cheeto, but it also could be good for Cheeto as a counter striker if he presses the issue.
Yeah.
Because Cheeto, what's Cheeto's strength? Cheeto can take punishment, right? We saw him take hits and he just keeps walking through people.
Mm-hmm.
At 135, he doesn't look like a 135er. He looks big. He looks like he could fight at 145.
Yeah. So
And
does
all he does is
Sandhagen.
just wear people down. He could catch Sandhagen and just wash him.
Yep.
For sure he could.
For sure he could. That's part of the reason I like Cheeto here is his ability to withstand an onslaught, and he just doesn't go away.
Mm-hmm. Do you think a submission could happen in this fight?
No.
If it does, it's happening for Sandhagen.
Fair. I kind of would see it the same way.
Yeah, if there is a
Sandhagen
submission,
has not had a submission victory since 2019 against Mario Bautista.
no, I don't
And
know.
that is
that
his
last
only
time that-
one in the UFC.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time Cheeto had a submission victory.
Aljamain submitted him though.
There's your answer. The last time-
Cheeto, I don't. Has
It's
he
like
ever had one?
It was like an
He
armbar.
submitted
way
No
early.
Helene Ramirez at 239
Yeah.
and Guido Canetti
Yes, that's
Yeah,
the one
but
I'm
Guido
thinking of.
Canetti sucks.
and Brian Kelleher and Roman Salazar.
No, Brian Kelleher is not bad. Boom.
That was
Brian
in
Boom
2017 though. So what
Kelleher. What have you done for me lately?
Kelleher was that? I don't know.
I don't know.
It
Fair.
was that one. He moved up. It's going to be a good night of fights this Saturday. I'm excited. If by some miracle I make it to San Antonio, I will certainly let you guys know.
Mm.
I heard the puffy tacos are good.
What are puffy tacos?
They're literally tacos that are puffy.
They cook it
And-
with puffer fish.
I'm going to say that they are probably not, but
Ooh.
whatever. So Paulo Costa signs a new deal, which is a little surprising considering it seems like he could have had, like, he seems like one of the guys that might have been like 1 foot out the door.
He was 1 foot out the door. He said he
Yeah.
wanted to get out of his contract.
And then Holly Holm, a 6-fight extension, which it seems unlikely she will fight out, but it is
I
in
hope
place.
she does.
I hope she does too. She's 41 though.
She's 41. She's not fighting 6 times. That's I in my career with the UFC type of contract, and then I'm probably some type of ambassador
And,
Similar
and
to-
can't run over to PFL or something.
or do a boxing match.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. That'd be kind
Hey,
of
puffy tacos. They're called gordita inflada, which
Mhm.
means inflated fatties in Spanish. How do you like that?
nice.
A puffed bubble-like tortilla that can be stuffed with sweet or savory fillings and is usually found in Veracruz, though it is increasingly found elsewhere, including the United States. And I found that by searching puffy tacos in San Antonio. And there is
All right.
2 locations in San Antonio called Henry's Puffy Tacos.
Nice.
So, Aaron, if you find yourself in San Antonio, I would highly recommend Henry's Puffy Tacos.
Puffy Tacos 2024.
Hey, you know why I love MMA so much? It's pretty neat. That is 100% true, but it's also